Okay, so YouTube's streaming. Okay, let's get the tubes up. Let's make sure volume's good on tubes. Let's make sure volume's good on tubes. Let's make sure volume's good on tubes. Okay. Let's see if we get a. Uh, let's pull one up. I want to see.
In Florida, young mom Haley Kinney is woken up by her 3-year-old son who says he's seeing something in their house. As he keeps insisting there's a presence in the bedroom, Haley starts recording to document the strange moment.
Mic check,
She
mic
ends
check,
up
mic check,
catching
mic check.
something truly disturbing.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
What is it?
Okay.
There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. Okay.
All right, now let's get the old. People keep playing with my microphone. It's gonna piss me off. The wife was in here earlier doing stuff on the computer with her friend, and they were playing with the microphone. So now I gotta get it all set back up, just like I like it. One concurrent viewer. I think that is myself. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop out chat. Pop out chat. Chitty chat. Oh no, what'd you do? Where'd you go? Come back, bro. Alright, chat. Okay. I actually like where it's at. We'll take it there. No, no, no. No! Dang it. Get back. What are you doing? I think the setup's probably the best part of the whole stream, to be honest with you. Alright, so I'm happy with that. Let's go there. Let's go to Kick. Would you like many viewers? Let's make you popular. Yes. Yes. Give me many viewers. Oh, bots. Okay. I like doing the chat stuff on Kick so I can catch out of the corner of my eye if Kick goes down because that's the only one I have issues with. All right, I need to take this jacket off real quick. Hoopa! Oh. Where's that? Oh, jeeb. Ah! I broke my chair yesterday, okay? I got a little mad at my video game and I punched my chair and the arm went all the way down and I was like, boo. I don't know if I want to watch scary stuff tonight or not. I don't know what I feel like. I don't know. I don't know what I feel like doing, honestly. I have a video idea I would like to do. Um, it would take quite a bit to do it, but I think it would be fun. Um, oh yeah. Now that I'm all set up, good morning, y'all. Okay, so let's get into what do I want to watch? I've been watching a lot of Arc Raider stuff because I've been playing Arc Raiders. So you know how it is. You get into. I built a PC into my desk. Ooh, those are fun. What is going on? Bubbles was arrested. No.
Oh, remember Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys? I mean, they made this dude look like an absolute diaper desperado, but he was just a chill dude that lived in a garden shed with like 100 cats. Well, unfortunately, the actor that played Bubbles, Mike Smith, was just criminally charged in a funny style type of assault. You know what type of assault I mean. The type that involves your wiener penis. Well, Mike wasn't just the actor Bubbles. He was also a director of Trailer Park Boys, which had like, I think 2 million seasons and is currently about to be getting a reboot on Netflix. And they've had to part ways with him because of this. And he even owns a bar and a music venue in Halifax. And now the musicians are boycotting his bar. And while I think it's important to keep in mind that he's only been charged, he hasn't been to trial, and he hasn't been found guilty of anything yet. But he did have a pretty sketchy charge that got dismissed a few years ago down in LA where he pinned a woman against a wall, allegedly. So I think it's perfectly fair that people are distancing themselves from him until we find out whether or not he belongs in the wood chipper. But what do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments. Oh, remember Bubbles from Trailer Park?
JD Delay. I got all sorts of weird crap that pops up on my YouTube. Let's see. The cover up backfired. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to really get into that. Most apocalyptic abandoned mall. Utilizing my prison pocket. Okay, so on Arc Raiders, everybody calls the special inventory slot that you don't lose when you die, they call it the butthole. So utilizing the prison pocket's hilarious. Huh. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. What do I want to watch? Yeah. Can't go to Yosemite National Park anymore. What? What?
Hello everyone and welcome. In this video we are learning about the world's first CVVD engine, which stands for Continuously Variable Valve Duration. This technology is currently used in the 1.6 liter turbo engine of the 2020 Hyundai Sonata. Now, this is a very cool technology, but in order to understand how it works, we need to understand how valves work. So here we have a simple single cylinder engine. And of course you have your 4 strokes: intake, compression, power, and
why?
Exhaust. So during the intake stroke, you open up your intake valve to allow air to enter in the cylinder. Same thing for the exhaust. To allow that air to escape, you open up the exhaust valve so the air can travel out. Now, on the most basic of engines, everything about how that valve opens and closes is fixed, because the valve opens and closes based on the path of the cam profile, which does not change. But on modern engines, there's actually 3 variables as it relates to valves that we can change. So valve timing, we're changing when do we actually open up this valve, earlier or later. Valve lift, we're changing how much do we actually...
Which is called retarding or advancing your time.
...open up the valve, a little bit or a lot. And then finally, what Hyundai is adding to the mix here is...
That's the size of the cam lobe to open it up a lot or a little bit.
valve duration. So do we open it for a very short amount of time, or do we open it for a long amount of time? So graphically, here's what this looks
That's usually the shape. Oh, hey, there we
like.
go.
We're looking at time versus valve lift. And with variable valve timing, as you can see, you can shift where that profile occurs, that cam profile causing the valve to lift up. And so you can shift that left or you can shift it right. With variable valve lift, you can actually shift how high does the valve actually open or how low does the valve actually open. And often this will also change duration as well, however not independently. So independently, changing variable valve duration, you're changing how wide is that cam profile or how narrow is that cam profile, and that reduces or increases how long the valve actually remains open.
Right.
Now, I already have a video going into great detail of how variable valve timing and variable valve lift work if you're interested. So in this video, we're purely going to focus on variable valve duration. Up until this point, no mass-produced engine has been able to continuously vary how long a valve remains open relative to engine speed. And you might be wondering about Koenigsegg's free valve. We will get into that later on in the video. So, how does Hyundai do it? Well, let's start with the valve and then work our way backwards. So here you can see the two valves for a single cylinder. These are both intake valves. And above that intake valve, we have our camshaft. And so you can see as that camshaft and the cam there rotates, it forces this rocker arm to pivot. And as this rocker arm pivots, it forces the intake valve open. And then as the cam profile passes past that rocker arm, a spring forces that intake valve to go back up. So if we had an operating 4-stroke engine, the cycle would look something like this. First we would have our intake stroke, then we would have our compression stroke, then we would have our power stroke, then we would have our exhaust stroke, and then the cycle would repeat itself. Now, what's very special about this setup is that the camshaft and the cam lobe are not directly attached. So you can see this little line right here on the camshaft, and then you can see that black dot on the cam lobe. And so as it rotates, you can see their position always remains the same. They're both always pointing the same direction.
Okay.
However, I can change their relative positioning by rotating this knob. And so as you can see, now when it rotates around, their relative speeds are actually different at any one given point in time. All right, so what I'm able to do by rotating this knob is change the position of this wheel. And by changing that position of the wheel, you can see I change the valve duration. So here at the bottom, you can see those 3 little dots, and that's to help visualize seeing this wheel move left or right. And so look at what happens with the cam lobe versus the cam shaft. And so with the position all the way on the left here, you can see the camshaft actually moves past that dot. The line moves past the dot, meaning up top, the camshaft is rotating faster than the cam lobe. But then once we get to our intake valve, you'll see that dot passes by the line. So the cam lobe is actually moving quicker than the camshaft, meaning our valve duration is actually shorter.
Right.
Now, if I move this all the way to the other end, you'll notice the opposite occurs. So our camshaft is now being passed by the cam lobe, meaning up top, the cam lobe is moving quickly. But once we get down to our intake valves, that cam lobe slows down. And as you can see, the camshaft speed remains the same, but the cam lobe has slowed down. And so your valve duration actually increases.
Yeah, it leaves the valve open longer to get more air.
And go back to the center, then once again, they are both rotating together the entire time. And remember, both the camshaft and the cam profile always have the same RPM. The thing that's changing is through that one revolution, their relative speeds will change. So in the course of a minute, they'll spin around the exact same number of times. However, by changing this positioner, the relative speed through that one revolution is what's actually changing. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to show these side by side. And you can see that on the left, the amount of time the valves remain open is significantly less than the amount of time the valves remain open on the right. And all of this is done simply through changing positioning. Okay, so mechanically, how do you change the relative speed of the cam lobe versus the cam shaft? So let's start with the big picture and then work our way down to the details. So first, we have an actuator, and this is going to be electronic. However, in this case, we have a little hand crank to show it working. So as this actuator rotates this shaft right here, you can see there's a worm gear which is causing the positioner to rotate. So that's essentially doing the same thing as this positioner right here. So as I rotate this, it positions the cam wheel left or right. As I rotate this, it positions the cam wheel left or right. So now we need to figure out, how does positioning this wheel left or right cause the cam lobe to have a different speed from the cam shaft? So the key to understanding this will require an animation that Hyundai has sent. What we're looking at is a simplified version of the linkage between the camshaft in purple and the cam lobe, which rotates with the blue cylinder. The camshaft speed will always be the same. So as we rotate the assembly every 90 degrees, you'll notice that in all scenarios, the purple shaft is always pointing in the same direction, meaning it's always rotating at the same speed. This is our camshaft. The cam lobe is attached to the blue shaft. So first, let's analyze the simplest setup in the middle. Here you'll notice the blue and purple shafts are always rotating at the same speed. And that's because the orange linkage center point is also the center point for the camshaft. But what if you move that orange center point to the left? Well, that gives us our leftmost example. As you can see, that causes the blue shaft to move very slowly when it is on the left side and very quickly when it is on the right side. If you look at the rightmost example, where the orange linkage center point is to the right of the camshaft center point, you'll notice the camshaft moves very quickly on the left side and very slowly on the right side. So as an example, if you were to place an intake valve to the left of the leftmost camshaft, it would have a very long duration. If you were to place an intake valve to the left of the rightmost camshaft, it would have a very short duration. So that's exactly what this mechanism is doing. It's using a linkage which alters its rotational center as you position it left to right, which causes the cam to have a relative speed difference versus the cam shaft. So what does this mechanism actually look like? Well, here you can see a glimpse of it on the model. As I rotate the knob left to right, you can see that position changing, but it's easier to see by taking apart the actual camshaft. So here we have our camshaft, and as you can see, 3 of the cylinder's cams are perfectly intact, and then one of the cams for one of the cylinder has been removed from this camshaft. So now let's look at how the forces pass through this. So ultimately, a timing chain is what's going to cause this entire camshaft to rotate. And then you can see we have a hole right here, and so this slider goes into that slot. So now the camshaft forces this slider to rotate. Now that slider is attached to a wheel. And so that wheel is now forced to rotate from the slider, which rotates from the camshaft. And then another slider is placed into this side of the wheel. And so now, once again, power comes from the camshaft all the way to this final slider here. And then finally, we put our cam on, and so this slides on and goes into that groove right there. So now the whole system is driven by the camshaft. However, the rotational speed is disconnected. So you can see that I can rotate the cam without rotating the camshaft. So once again, if I remove that cam and the wheel, you can see the linkage inside, which allows for that relative speed differential. So the camshaft remains exactly in place, and you can position the wheel left or right. Now you can overlay the actual parts onto the simplified animation to see how this all ends up working. Slide the wheel to the left or right, and the linkage center point changes, altering the valve duration. Now, here's where the lovely YouTube commenters come in and let me know that this system is far too complicated and there's no way it could be reliable. Because after watching a quick video on the internet, you certainly know more about this technology versus the engineers who spent 9 years developing.
You know, it's all fine and dandy that the engineers spent 9 years developing this technology, But it's still Hyundai. They still can't figure out how to make an engine that doesn't lose cam timing or doesn't blow up. How about we figure that out first, Hyundai, before we start getting into this?
Yes, 9 years to develop this technology, 9 years that went into, creating it.
I mean, it already has timing issues. We're just throwing another monkey wrench into it.
Testing it, making sure it was reliable. By the way, it comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Yeah, because after 10 years, it's done. Hyundai is the only people, I don't know, maybe Kia does it too, but Hyundai is the only manufacturer that I know that does a 10-year warranty. I mean, there's a reason they do a 10-year warranty. And then after 10 years, you don't want it.
You also might have noticed the holes and grooves on the mechanism as I was taking it apart, as there are oil lubrication ports throughout the camshaft to keep everything running smoothly. Hyundai also has a system in place to ensure that when these parts are manufactured, their tolerances all match up for the final assembly. What's also cool is this is a purely mechanical system. For something to fail, something must fail mechanically, meaning a part has to actually break for things to go wrong. With design, material selection, part sizing, and lubrication, you can minimize the chances of failure. My ultimate point here being, you and I cannot tell simply by looking at this how reliable.
Another issue with lubrication. A lot of people buying Hyundais aren't paying attention to oil changes or lubrication. Are you?
This system is going to be. I don't have the data to prove one way or the other. So there's no reason for me to just simply say it's not going to be reliable. And I'm going to assume that Hyundai did their homework, and ultimately time will tell us whether or not these things actually.
I hope Hyundai makes me eat my words. I hope that this engine is the best engine they've ever built. And if it is, then shoot, I'll buy a Hyundai. Right now, the way things have been going, I ain't buying a Hyundai.
Pan out to be reliable. Okay, so what's the actual benefit of this?
They're not bad cars. I mean, they look cool. They're fairly inexpensive. They're just not the most reliable thing on the road.
System. Well, Hyundai says it allows for up to 5% better fuel economy, up to 4% better performance, and up to 12% reduced emissions. So how does this system actually increase horsepower? Well, think about your two different extremes here. So if your intake valve is only open for a very short duration, you don't allow for much air to actually enter the cylinder, so you can't make that much power. But likewise, if you leave it open for far too long, then the piston's going to start working its way back up, pushing the air back out of the cylinder, and thus you're not going to have as much air, and thus you can't make as much power.
Yep.
So somewhere in the middle is going to be that ideal duration for the valve to remain open. And that duration changes depending on what RPM you're at. So at any given load, at any given RPM, there is an ideal. There is a peak to how much power you can make for that given RPM depending on duration. And so what you want to do with that duration is optimize it for every single RPM, not just one or two, which is what most engines will do. If they have variable valve lift, then they've got two different durations that they can choose between. So the beauty of this system is its flexibility in allowing you to optimize at any RPM and thus improving horsepower across a wide range. From an efficiency standpoint, allowing for really long valve durations means you can run the Atkinson cycle. So as that piston is moving back up during the compression stroke, you leave the intake valve open, pushing out some of the air and fuel, and thus your compression ratio is smaller than your expansion ratio, and this is a more efficient way for the engine to operate. And again, that timing will be dependent on RPM. So a specific valve duration will be optimal for running maximum efficiency at any given RPM and any given load. Now, emissions are improved by altering valve timing and duration to ensure that when you have a cold start of your engine, the catalytic converter heats up as quickly as possible. Now, from the very beginning of this video, you may have been wondering, wait a minute, what about Koenigsegg's free valve? This system can completely vary valve duration. And it is a very cool technology, although we haven't yet seen it used in a mass-produced vehicle. But it does have its advantages. So I asked this question to Hyundai, why not use a system like free valve? And they gave me three reasons. First of all, cost. That's always going to be a reason towards not adopting certain technologies. If it's too expensive, ultimately in the long run, it won't end up happening. Second of all, efficiency. So they had concerns about how much energy does it take to actually run the valve system versus how much energy benefits do you receive from that valve system. And if that trade-off doesn't work out, it may not be worth doing. And then the final concern was around reliability. So Hyundai wanted to have a purely mechanical system so that the event of a failure was caused purely by a mechanical failure. That's something that's fairly easy to predict through, FEA, through design, through testing. And so those are the three reasons that they gave me for why they didn't choose to use a system like FreeValve. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that this is a better or worse system overall. We're just looking at the logic of why Hyundai went the route that they did. And it's very cool.
Yeah, because currently Hyundai has issues. So they have basically it's electric oil solenoids that does their VVT. So it'll kick on, it'll push more oil, it'll turn everything in advance time, and then it'll basically push oil, unlock the pin. Advanced time for you guys, it would be I don't know. I'm a counterclockwise distributor, so I mean, but basically it'll unlock the pin, advanced time. Once you let off, get down to a certain RPM, it closes the valve, and then it releases the pin back in. So an issue that Hyundai's been having is that pin that goes back into the gear that's spinning shears off. And then you have one cam gear that's spinning faster than the other cam gear. I'm trying to see where I'm at. The other cam gear. So it's spinning faster, and then it throws the time off, and then it ruins the engine.
Arc Raiders has a lot to keep track of. Systems, mechanics, loot, and enemies to deal with. This can very quickly become overwhelming if you don't know what to prioritize, how to deal with the Arc, what materials to keep, and what you need to do in Raid. I'm going to go over the items you'll encounter when you first
Three. Did I get my audio back? I got my audio back. Jesus, that was intense. Woo! I think I might have unplugged something when I stood up earlier. Did I get my audio back? Oh, hey. I got my audio back. Hey, I got my audio back. Jesus, that was... Oh, I would do that, but YouTube would hate me. Let's see. Whoa, don't do what? What? No, I'm not. We're going to skip past that little part. House set on vote, transparency, whatever. They're never going to do it. Off-roading a Viper comes with problems. Yeah, because it's not a Viper anymore. Ooh. Kruger versus Hellraiser? I don't know. Yes, Arc Raiders is worth it. It's actually pretty fun. Okay. Okay, I don't know what I feel like watching.
My name's Guy. I live in, I guess, what people are calling a haunted house for cheap rent. You know, at first it was pretty scary. I like to believe I dealt with it pretty good when I first got here. Better than most, I'd say. You know, it's a lot to deal with between the looming. Check it out, he's in the corner. All right, yeah, he's looming. Here, put this in your pocket. Hey, man, you know where you are? The dragging. The withering one. You know, but you get used to it pretty fast. And then some of the stuff's just annoying, like the whole cabinet thing, you know, day and night, slam, slam, slam. It's pretty frustrating at first, but when you learn how to deal with it, you know, it's not that bad. You can just tape them closed. And they're pretty weak. They can't break the tape. I forgot my cup. And then there's like the weird stuff that happens, like the whole red levitating thing. It's always weird, but hey, you guys actually saw that. I broke my record that day. It was great. Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, how high did I get, if you don't mind? What do you say here?
I mean, your head almost touched the ceiling, so...
Yeah, and the day-to-day life adjustments take some time to get used to. Like, I had to start showering outside because the shower drain's mean. I'm serious.
The
yeah,
shower
just right
drain's
over here.
mean.
It's on the floor. It's right there.
Nice glasses, Tubby.
Told you. And the other weird stuff's like the whole bed floating thing. Oh, hey, that was a weird one to get used to.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I have no idea what that is, but if you try to fight it, you'll pull every muscle in your body. It sucks. Do you hear that?
Are you sleeping? Yeah, this will happen to you.
And the cat.
Yeah, it's part of it.
Yeah, one of the hardest things about living here is probably all the new roommates in and out all the time. Something always happens to them, like roommate 81, for example, possession. All right, hey, you guys wait here. I'm gonna check on him. Hey, buddy. Oh, you got a little demon in your brain.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, it's like when one of your friends are crying, you don't really know what to do. You know what I mean? You doing a little backward head praying? Yeah, I'm sure you'll feel better soon. Yeah, or Roommate 44, Toilet Mimic. It's classic, but it does suck. And I did try to warn him a lot, all the time. He wasn't a great listener. And of course, Roommate 13, he's actually right behind you right now.
What?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think he had a bad deal with a gin. It turned his skin to liquid.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's his hair.
So what do you do when a roommate
It's
goes
still
missing
there.
like this?
We usually just call their emergency contact. Hello, Mrs. Finkelstein? Your son was kidnapped by ghosts. Unfortunately, Roommate 13 didn't leave an emergency contact, but he did leave this book. Yeah, it was actually, I guess, technically just in his skin goo while I was cleaning it. I found it. It's his book. He used to take this everywhere. I've always wanted to know what was in it.
Die.
Well, that's what getting cursed looks like.
So what happens now?
We gotta talk to Frank.
Who's Frank?
Yeah, he's just right back here. Sorry about all the wooden crosses. We ended up having to build them because he kept getting out and trying to take my face. 13 and I found Frank a few years ago and we trapped him in that room. None of the electricity works near his room. He's a bit eccentric. We ended up putting a hole in the door so that we could still talk to him without opening it because he will open it and he has a thirst for faces that only faces can quench. We gotta hurry. Frank! Yeah, Frank's great with curses. He actually can answer a lot of questions. He's a weird one.
Little llamas with hats reference going on.
You gotta
there.
give him a meat offering or he won't help. You in there, bud? And he always wants a damn hot dog. I don't know what that is. All right, yeah, he eats it right out of your hand like a horse. But he only answers in one word and it hurts you every time you do it. How do I cure this curse? Do you wanna see him? All right, look, you just look right in the hole. Yeah, last time I talked to Frank, he took a couple of these bad boys. And this time all he took was a couple of childhood memories, so it's not that bad. And I don't know which memories he took, because I can't remember. So it's fine. All right, Frank says 13 is how we break the curse, so I guess we got to do a seance. So let's just head down to his room, grab a couple of his items, and do a quick seance. No big deal. It'll be fine. What the f*** is that? Ah, sorry, I just really didn't expect 13's room to be completely covered in chains and locks. That was pretty shocking, to be honest. You think it's funny, you little shits? Yeah, you think it's a big joke, you son of a... Hey, you better close that door. Yeah, I'm sorry you guys had to see that. Just had to be sure the door was definitely locked. It is, for sure. I really feel like I would have heard him installing all those locks.
Hey man, I'm gonna install a bunch of locks and chains on my door, all right?
Huh? He must have been really low-key about it. What a sneaky little guy he was. Yeah, and I already tried all the spare keys I have, and none of them fit the door, so that sucks. 1,000. Aw, dang it.
Is that how many rooms are in this house?
Oh, God, no, absolutely not. There's way more rooms than that.
So what do all the symbols mean?
You know, they look like cultist symbols, but there wasn't really any signs he was a cultist. There's nothing you can't do. Now that you mention it, there might have been some signs, actually. Like how he was really into that closet in the living room. Man, he loved that thing. You know what? Looking back, he actually might have mentioned something about it. Yeah, there it is. It's right there. I knew it. Yeah, I think I was a little bit too excited about the whole Meat Mountain fiasco. That one's on me. Either way, I have a foolproof plan that'll definitely get us in the room. Don't worry.
What just happened?
Well, that pretty much confirms that 13's chains or whatever that is, they're protected by some sort of sigil or something. I don't know. But nighttime here is really dangerous. You got to know how to use the old fuse box, or I guess circuit. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. But that's all right.
I don't know.
have
I'm not a
another great
mechanic.
Hey, I'm in the kitchen. Can I get your help in here? Hey.
Okay.
Hey, I need your help.
Guys?
Hey.
You're really starting to scare me. Are you okay?
To be fair, it was pretty much inevitable you'd meet those guys. But, you know, that's on me. I should have warned you.
Are you okay over there?
Hey, I need your help. Come here real quick. I need your help.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No, this is not this is a doppelganger. Use the cross in the one I gave you. It's in your pocket. Touch him. Watch. He's not. Oh, he's gone. Look, he left. Yeah, it's called a doppelganger. They make a copy of someone you trust, try to get you in the basement. It's pretty scary, but they're bad at their job. They were my long-lost aunt. We found her. Yeah, would you believe I've somehow managed to get every single one of the good seasoned Doritos out? Ah, that's not me. Get out of here. What are you doing? Oh, man, you even had my Doritos, son of a bitch. Whatever. By the way, those are both Doppels, just so you know. That was weird. They were like building trust or something. They're pretty bad. They get crafty. You really have to be on your toes.
How can I tell if it's really you or them?
Here, let's do this. Come here. Follow me. It's right there. Oh, dang it. This is what you need. Right there. Here you go. Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
You can make holy water?
Oh, yeah, it's not that hard.
Congratulations. You're ordained.
Would you believe that only took like 7 minutes? When in doubt, just spray it out, especially with doppelganger. Nice work.
So what's in the basement? Why are they trying to get us in the basement?
It's kind of hard to explain. I'll show you. A few years ago, the porcelain doll stole my wallet.
Smack the
So I
shit
did what any
out.
logical person would do, and I circular sawed the bathroom floor. The idea was to ask the basement for it back. Yeah, unfortunately, things kept coming up, so I put this on here. It's got scripture on the bottom to protect me. It's pretty weird. It's like different biomes down there. Check it out.
Okay, so the doll stole his wallet, so he cut a hole in the floor of the basement.
Swamp? I think. Arctic tundra? I don't know. Literal hell, I think.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, there's an eyeball down there looking at me, and I think I can feel every negative emotion the previous tenant had. Whoa! Let it go, dude! It's not that deep. Also, I need your help. You gotta close the tile or I'm stuck. Yeah, I don't have any more time for questions. I don't know if you saw me earlier, but the curse is taking me. Unfortunately, by the way my organs feel, I think I've got about 30-ish minutes left. And the way this guy's whispering back here, probably less.
What's over there?
This guy, he's just a light switch demon. And they're pretty harmless. You just turn the light on and he leaves. But he is waiting for you all the time in the dark. See what I mean? Gone. Back. Gone. I'm pretty much completely out of ideas. I've tried everything I can think of. I even hired a Craigslist medium. Yeah, he died right over there. I think a djinn took his skin.
So interesting.
I'm not 100%. I don't really know what she was doing there.
Oh my god.
I'm worried she may not be a real psychic, to be honest with you. I tried a Ouija board. T-U-B-B-Y. It's the f***ing shower drain.
So there's nowhere else you would have gone.
There's only one other place I can think of, and that's the garage. But nighttime here's a nightmare. There's a goat demon that's been wandering the property for the last like 2 weeks, and he already got in my head. Yeah, of course you can have my body as a vessel.
No, what?
Oh no! That's why I took the wall down. But you know what? It's kind of our Hail Mary. Whatever. You want to give it a shot? Ugh. Oh wow, that's a lot of cult stuff. And don't worry about the goat demon. I got this guy playing prayers. It's a JBL speaker. Fancy. Here, come on, quick. We only need 2 of his things. I know he used to wear that mask and that merch he made a few years ago. It's perfect. That's not me in there with you. That is a doppelganger. No, that's a doppelganger. That's a pretty good bit though. He had me convinced. Watch. What's my middle name? Jeffrey. Nope. I don't have a middle name. Yes. By the way, we gotta grab some of his stuff really quick. We're running out of time. 13 made this a few years ago. He was trying to pay his portion of the rent. I imagine he worked really hard on it. We should probably be pretty nice to him. And it would probably be in the video description if he was still alive, which he's not. And then what else? Where's that other mask? There it is. All right, let's go. Sorry about that. I didn't know my 10-hour prayer playlist would get interrupted. That's on me.
Wanna break some gas?
With that being said, I'm glad you kept up. I was waiting for you, you know?
I was waiting for
That
you.
goat demon's scary, man. I can't be held responsible for everything. All right, we got to do a seance, and we need to be fast.
You know how to do a seance?
Hell yeah, I know how to do a seance. Will you excuse me a second?
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're learning how to do a seance.
You know your mic is still on, right?
Just a second. I'll be right out.
And whatever you do, never.
We don't need that part.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. Yeah, the thing about seances is they're pretty dangerous, and I try to avoid them as much as possible. There's all sorts of things you can't overlook. So there's a few things about seances you gotta know. Number one, you can't leave the salt circle that I set up for you. If you leave it, you're gone. Number 2, you gotta stop the seance when my phone makes an alarm. Number 3, things are gonna get really intense in here. You can't trust anything I say. But also, I put my aunt's phone number at the bottom. Just text her when we're done, okay? So she knows I'm all right. All right, all you gotta do is read this right here. There's some questions for 13 when he takes over my body. And one last thing, I doubt your camera will catch everything. Every electronic in the house is gonna go off, everything. So good luck. All right, read the incantation.
Nos rimos cantos.
Oh, the other way. Read backwards.
Sot knock somer son.
Something's not right. Oh God, I think I messed something up in the seance.
Oh, you think so?
Why are we fighting for my body to get it?
We're not. You summoned me. Relax.
My name's Tom. I guess you guys have been calling me 13. Yeah, I'm just one of the roommates that lived here. I guess he summoned me.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, I opened your book earlier. Yeah, I know. Can you drop the curse, please?
Yeah, no, I can just curse out. It's like a verbal thing.
Curse be gone. There you go. Feel better? No, I feel awful.
She can come out of that salt circle now. Tell you that, right? You come out of that salt circle.
Don't do that. He wants you. Bad. Oh, he wants you. He's scary. I can hear his thoughts. Also, there's a lock in the center of your door. It's got like chains on it. How do I get in there?
Turn it around. Turn it around. It's got like a pin. It was your idea. How do you not remember that?
Oh, wait a minute. That does ring a bell. You rascal. Also, rent. Are we thinking like 5th of the month, 6th of the month? So you have like a timeline? I'm dead, dude. That's about it, man. Have a good afterlife, I guess.
I'm not leaving.
Oh man, that was a long night, huh? Hey, I gotta tell you something. That was the first seance I've ever done in my whole life. Sorry, I shouldn't have lied. You did great with that holy water, and everything kind of worked out. Check out what I got.
What is that?
It's the keys to 13's room. You know, all the chains and locks. We can go in there. You want to go check it out? What the hell is that? Man, if I was watching your documentary, I'd sure want to know what's behind that door.
Jesus Christ.
Lost my shit in the shower. No water, no power. I dream of being split into 5 easy pieces by a big, strong woman with a big pair of scissors. She smiles like Mona Lisa, but curses like a wizard. Mother Teresa and Mahatma Gandhi are arguing about whose turn it is to do the laundry. Let her go!
Oh my God, is there an episode 2 to this? That was fucking hilarious. When your house is haunted episode. Okay, come on now. You gotta have more than one.
I just got my first house. It's this house right here, but it needs a lot of work. So in today's video, while I'm getting everything cleaned up so we can live here, I'm going to tell you all.
Okay. Your videos, what do we got? You gotta have more. That was freaking awesome. That video's almost got 1 million views. That's good for him. That was hilarious. We made it together. He needs to come out with some more of those. Oh no, where are you going? No, we don't go there. Two watching. Who else is watching? Hello, chat. Says there's 2 people watching right now. Um, hmm. High school, 1986. That'd be my mom.
I thought you said you've been on TV.
Oh, la, 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 la. I heard music. YouTube don't like music. A pen? What? Really? It's a little too tingy for my taste. I like to have a nice thump with mine. Time is it? 10 o'clock? Yeah, I got time for one. Why not? Nobody in chat. It's okay. Wasn't expecting it. $9.9 liter. Holy crap. The end of Mexico. Yeah, I guarantee they are. Let's see. Okay.
All right, guys, welcome back and welcome to Midnight Crane. This is a horror game where we'll be stepping into the shoes.
A quiet fart. You know what? Let me see. I want to try. Where is my... Oh, I don't have my... Okay. So I'm going to switch some stuff around real quick. All right. So I'm going to put you down. I'm going to send you down here. We're going to turn you off, turn you on. And then we go, let's see. Stream health looks good. I got rechargeable stuff for my controller. But the fun thing is that what the heck is that? Huh, I don't know. But no. Okay. Where's my game? Okay. Where's my game? There we go. So let's go boop boop. Bet, bet, bet. Hey, there it is. Okay. I like to put it on the bigger screen. Okay, so that I'll worry about later. Now I need to find... Where'd you go, little buddy? Okay, hold on. There it is. So that's the thing. I've got the mouse, but I need another port on my hold on, I need to check this. See if I got... I need to figure out, where does this one go? So this one, that goes to camera? Oh no, that goes to microphone. That one goes to... So this one goes to camera. This one goes to microphone. So where does this camera go? Oh, that camera goes into the... Oh, poop. Okay. We need another HDMI. Dang it. I don't know if I can unplug. Whoa. Doing some sketches. Some sketches. Okay, so if I unplug that, that still works. I can come in here, plug this in, and then turn this on. need to. Okay, so the controller's working now. This is gonna be weird. I guess I can try a match real quick. Try one match. And just gonna do a free loadout. See how it works with the controller, because I know mouse and keyboard was a little intense. So I'm not worried about dying right now. I just want to kind of get some buttons figured out. Okay, so Y puts it away.
There. Over there. Johnny here. Remember, Raider, if you stumble upon a crate, deliver it to a field depot so we can try to crack it open.
Mic check, mic check. I wonder if I still have to hit. Yeah, I still hit. Okay. Flashlight. Bring out weapon. Oh, I'm gonna have to adjust that. The aim speed is just not. Okay. Okay. Okay, how do I mark on the map?
Let's go to water treatment control.
Okay. How do I slide? There we go. Okay. Go check out. Okay, so my I need to change look sensitivity because it is not good. Okay, cool. Yep. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's try this again. It might be way too high now, but we'll see. Then we'll go freeload out, ready up. Still don't really have anybody in the live chat, but yeah, alright. Where did I wander into? Oh, Ruby. Sure.
This is Apollo. Let's go to the dome. Did you bring those grenades, Raider? My new designs look great on paper, but I'll need someone to chuck them at some machines to know anything for sure.
Actually, that's much better. I can aim a lot better now, or at least see. I don't know what gun they gave me. Oh, a rattler. Boo. Oh, I hear something. Where is it? Where is it? I can hear it. God damn it, this thing fucking... Oh, reload! Jesus. Oh. That's not good, Mike. I feel like we need that. I don't even know what I need. I'm just gonna run it. Run. Oh, sweet baby. Almost looks like somebody's been here already, but can't quite tell. Should be more of those floating around here. Oop, I heard it. Where is it? Yeah, I hear it. You can pick up some fertilizer and get some seeds. Yeah, why not? I can take that. Sure. Okay. So this controller's got stick drift really bad. Buried City Town Hall key. Nice. Oh, seriously? Hey, brah. How you doing?
Oh shit, you alright?
Fuck no. Trying to get this controller figured out on my PC. Yeah.
Man, you got some robots on you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I started shooting a freaking I got some cool shit. You can go ahead and kill me if you want. I've got a key for a high security thing in the buried city. Forward grip. So, you're more than welcome.
Alright. GG.
Yep. See, I'm being a team player, all right? You know, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna lose it. Might as well give it away. Ooh, I get a new outfit. I want to see the new outfit. I need to get a new controller. I think I might get one tomorrow. Just get your good old standard black controller. We'll see my outfit. Oh, I got skill tree. Oh yeah, I'm trying to. Oh no. Yes. Strictly working on stamina right now. Oh, wrong button. Oh. Level 73, level 65, level 50, level 30. Whoa. I want the red. Level 20. Let's see what these. Breaking new ground. Okay. Do we have let's try something I've never done before. This will be interesting. With a free loadout, so I don't know what gun I'm getting. I don't know what grenades I'm getting. I don't know nothing. I know nothing. stick drift so bad. So bad. Ooh, take that. Take that. Do this van, and then I'm done for the night. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but I don't want to mess with it. Oh, hello. Sorry. Pretty sure he's already looted these. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what's so special about electromagnetic storm. Let's go here. Get more loot or something? Not quite sure. So I still see stuff flying around. It's the same crap that always messes me up. Oh, shoot!
extra they put next, don't you know?
Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm gonna run out of ammo on this thing. Yeah, I'm good. It was just a tattletale.
After the Bombardier is right above us, I think that's what those are, yeah?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Oh. I'm gonna run out of freaking ammo. Everything's already been pretty much looted. That, and I just need to extract this one.
Head home at the water treatment elevator.
Oh, I've never been down here before. Oh, that's not good. the amount of stick drift I have, I think I should probably call it there, but I definitely a lot better with the controller. I still need to adjust sensitivity a little bit. It still feels a lot of heavy. But hey, I came out with some good stuff, I will say. Oh, I want to look at crafting. I want to look at crafting. So, 11 o'clock, yeah, I want to just look at crafting workbench. I want to see. So how do you upgrade your workbench is what I want to know. Because I know you can... So you can level up. Yeah, why do I not have one of those yet? Okay. What else do I need now? So arc alloy for medical, arc alloy for utility. I think utility... Arc power cell. I need five of those. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call it there. I did what I came to do. Definitely need another controller. This one's just an old one. But, we'll see. Alright, well, we'll catch you later.